there is more than you, not just your soul, not just a unified field, but it's also what has happened in other moments in our history. Hi everyone. Thank you again, Vishen, for allowing me to speak. It was one of the things in the beginning of last year. I was like, okay, I'm going to be on Mind Valley Reunion. And then I had this wonderful stage last year. And then in the beginning of this year, I was like, I'm going to be back on Mind Valley Reunion. And they were sharing like, no, there's not really space for you. I'm like, I'm going to make it happen again. And so here I am. But this time, I'm not going to speak about Feng Shui for life, as is one of my quests in Mind Valley. I'm going to talk about karma and karma clearing. So I know some of you will think, well, I'm not really interested in understanding that we have past life experiences. But it was really beautiful what Dr. B was saying. We are always thinking in the now, like every step that we're doing is a now. But you have to understand we have a past behind us of moments of now. And so we are, of course, need to focus on the now moment, but the steps that you have walked behind you, they leave residue behind in your mind. They leave residue behind in your DNA even. They leave vibrations in your emotions even. And we're not always aware of it, but I'm sure some of you that have done healing already and have done inner child healing or any kinds of healing, you know that there's some things that have happened in the past that you take with you along the way, even if you're focused on the now. So as a child, I was always able to see energy from my childhood on. I could see the chakras and the aura fields, the matrix, I call it, from people. And literally what happened was I also saw videos. Now this is before YouTube existed, right? So I would look at somebody and I suddenly saw this video, like next to somebody. I'm like, wow, what's going on? And I could see like things from history, like from things from the 16th century or from the Roman time or, really like even times that I didn't even know historically existed. And I just saw these images and I understood kind of what was going on with these people. And so as I was sharing this with them, they would say, yes, that's what I experience now. So I knew it was like connected with past experiences of the soul. Because I believe we all have this one lifetime right now as the person you are. But I did start remembering as a child past lifetimes, things that have happened in the past for me. And it was very strange because I was like, I'm born in Belgium, Catholic background, they don't talk about reincarnation. But still I could memorize things and I started studying history very intensely. From my 11 years old, I would go to the library and every week I would read 5 books on history. So that was my, I would say diet, my library diet every week. And studying all through history, understanding, and sometimes I was reading something like, oh my God, that is part of what I saw myself to be in the past. And I do understand that, we live now, but I do believe that the nows before that time are still in our matrix. There's a memory that connects with that. And so when I started really going deeper into what we would call karma, and that was like around my 15th year when I started studying everything about karma. And in the Eastern philosophies, they do open up to understanding it's not just this lifetime, there's past lifetimes. Now, from a quantum physics perspective, there is no timeline, but it's all now, right? So we have actually access to not just our now, but our lives from the past and even our lives towards the future, because it's all in one moment. It's multidimensional in that one moment. So I started understanding I could see behind the veil, like the veil of energy, behind the veil of time. And so when I did this work with Vishen, Vishen asked me, I think like I need to work with you. And I said, I think this is one thing that you really need to focus on. I said, you have a problem with this, and I'm not going to share what it was. He said, yeah, that really sounds good. I said, I see 5 lifetimes you're really stuck in that experience, that they did not give you that value, that didn't give you what you needed to experience. And now this is what you're doing from Mind Valley, but you need to integrate this past life experience back to the now, so that you're now, in this lifetime as Vishen Lakiani, founder of Mind Valley's incredible platform, that you will be able to even have stronger directions and stronger purpose and stronger ability if you heal what has happened in the past. So I told him the 5 lifetimes. It was very interesting. He could each time put it very clearly in what has happened in his life and even happens now, because I do believe that all what has been in the past, that residue is there. There is a subconscious memory into your body, into your spirit, that you just remember. And it could be even, and I'm sure you have experienced that, you go to a holiday, you go somewhere, and you're like, I know this place here. How many of you have experienced that? You're like, I've never been here, and still, I know this place. Or you meet someone, and you right away like have this strong soul connection, and you know for a fact you never met that person. How many of you have experienced that? Raise your hand. Yeah, you're like, how is that? And I'm sure you have experienced some of that in this past 2 days even. You're like, wow, such a connection. But it doesn't make sense, right? Because the now that you are now doesn't know that person, doesn't know that location. And perhaps sometimes you learn a new practice and you're thinking, oh my God, I'm so good at this. Where did that came from? Yeah? So when I started learning Feng Shui, for me it was like, oh my God, I know this totally. And even if I'm a Western woman, right, that comes from a Catholic background in a small country in Belgium, suddenly when I was with my grandmaster, I started understanding exactly what was this all about, because I know for a fact that I had learned this information because it was so ready and so clear. How many of you had that experience? You do something new and you're like, my God, I know this. Yeah. You're like, it's so natural. Now, it's not normal, it's so natural, because in your now and that vessel you have and that name you have, it's not part of your history. So where does it come from? It comes from a history that you have lived before, that your soul has traveled before to certain places, certain times. And so in the Eastern philosophies, they think that as normal. Now you have to understand one thing, that even in the Western world, till about 487, I think, close to the end of the 5th century, even the Christian traditions accepted reincarnation. It was only in a treaty in Constantinople, apparently, that they allowed this to be vanished from the script. Yeah? So even in the West, they accepted this information. Yeah? But now we're starting to unfold again into that acceptance of there is more than you, not just your soul, not just a unified field, but it's also what has happened in other moments in our history. But what I have seen is that these moments in your soul history are sometimes stopping you from moving forward towards being you, towards creating your future. And so I started with my spiritual master, Saint Germain, since I was 15, really working on clearing my karma. And for sure, the first step is to connect it with your source energy, like Dr. B was speaking, but with a white light. But there is a specific color, a specific system that has been used in all the generations, in all the mystical schools worldwide, in all the times, to clear the karma. And that is actually fire. So in the ancient traditions, when people want to release the past, they would actually build a fire and they would throw all the past experience into the fire. But it was not just a red fire, like a normal fire. It was a violet fire. And why violet? So they actually would create it in such a way that the flames would become violet. Because violet is actually the highest, fastest frequency on the planet. That's why when we look at the chakras, it's actually connected with our crown chakra color. And it opens up the crown chakra, but at the same time, it allows you to release any past experience. So what I did with Vision, I identified what was the 5 lifetimes that was, stopping him towards being his full self, his total full potential. But also I was working with a violet fire with him. And in order to release the karma, you have to understand you also have the ability to forgive yourself. The violet is about letting go of the past, but also to say, I am ready to forgive. Say with me, I am ready to forgive. Now, some of you are like not so clear on this one. So let's start this again. I am ready to forgive. I am ready to let go. Come on. I am ready to let go. Are you sure about this? Yes. Right? So when you say, I'm letting go, you're actually saying something very powerful. You're saying, I'm letting God act in me. So when you say, I let go, that means you let go of your ego. You don't take control anymore. You let the divine presence in you, the God presence in you, to lead you. Because the word let and lead comes from the same origin. The word go and God comes from the same origin. So you let God lead in you. Yeah? That is what letting go is. So too much people are in control of with their mind, in control with their emotions, like controlling in the present time. But you just have to let it go. Exactly what Dr. B was saying about taking a deeper and deeper breath and then letting it unfold. Yeah, just letting it unfold. And so when you let go, you will be able to let go. So I'm going to lead you into a meditation to clear some of the karma. Yeah, that you are ready to let go of. And we don't always have to know what karma that is, right? But we're just going to say I'm ready to let go of some of that clutter, some of that past experiences that is stopping me to move forward. Yeah? So you still ready? Yes. Okay, so put your feet down. Yeah? Relax your arms. Don't cross your legs and your hands. Just relax. Take a deep breath in, close your eyes. And as I'm working with you through this visualization, I'm going to help to clear the collective karma. Because as you're coming together, there is some collective karma. In any group between people here, you had some experiences, great experiences, because karma is not always negative. There's always positive experiences. But, let's clear the energy. So we're going to clear the energy not just for you, but also for Mind Valley, so that Mind Valley can even reach more people in the world to create a win-win-win situation in their lives. So close your eyes and take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. And as you take a deep breath in, you're going to connect in with your source energy. The white light. So connect in with the white light of the center of the universe. And allow that source, that white energy now to fill your whole body. From your head to your feet. From your skin till deep into your cells. And let that white light go just to the places in your body where you totally feel it's necessary. And bring it deeper there as you breathe in and you breathe out. And each time sink deeper into a deeper inhale and a deeper exhale. And even bring that white light to the places in your body. There is no cells, there's just energy. And all that is light remains. And all that is less than light, you let it go by breathing deeply in and deeply out. Come on, all together. And breathe out. And imagine now that light to be all around you. It's like your whole aura field. Just imagine you're just by yourself in a beautiful space in nature. There's nobody around you. And you create this beautiful white light all around you. It's like an arm length all around you, above you and under you. It's like this bubble of white source light. And any heaviness, any pain, any worry, any stress you might still hold on in your aura field, you now like shower it down with the white light till the ground. Take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. Now we're visualizing around this white light the color royal blue. And the royal blue stands about power. And you are protecting now, with the power of the universe, that white light. And the royal blue is like a filter of energy. And all that is good can come into your source, can come into your space. And all that is less than good for you remains outside of this royal blue energy. And say now in yourself, I am power. We can say it out loud all together. I am power within me and around me. Within me and around me. And accept that now. You have the power to create your now. Right now. Now we're visualizing the color rose. The color rose stands for all the loving support that is in the universe. Your friends, your family, your teachers, your coaches, angels, masters, saints, the universe, God, anyone, anything that you feel loved and supported by, pull it in now. Allow it to be around you as this beautiful rose vibration. And feel now the gratitude for being loved and supported. And say it together now. I am love, within me and around me. And accept now that love that you are, that love that is there right now. Take a deep breath in and accept it now. Now visualize the color violet. And imagine that color violet comes from under your feet, from deep within the earth, deep within the planet, and clockwise spins through your whole body, from under your feet, through your body, through your aura field, up into the heavens. And the violet light is the power of forgiveness. Allow now to let go. Everything you're holding on to from this lifetime and past lifetimes. And say now, I forgive. In me and around me. And visualize that violet fire gently going through your whole body. through your aura field and take whatever you can right now with it from deep within your cells, deep within your DNA, deep within your spirit, and let it go till above your head, above your body, into the universe. And as we're doing that, I'm helping this whole group releasing the karma. And take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out. And imagine now in front of you in that open space in nature there is a violet fire. It's like a campfire with beautiful violet flames. Perhaps there is something in you right now you've been holding on to, a blockage, a pain, a sadness, an anger, a relationship, financial issues, and it's all in you. And just think about that you are able to, with your hands, grab that energy and you kind of throw it into that violet fire in front of you. So just move your hands and kind of feel in your body, in your aura field, and take it and just throw it and say each time, I forgive. And just, it could be in your feet. It could be in your intestines. Take your hands there, kind of pull it out and just throw it in there and say, I forgive. Keep doing that now. So just feel it, and just whenever you feel ready to let go, you just say, I forgive. One more time, just take, it's like you're cleaning yourself. It could be in your head, it can be in your knees, it can be in your heart. Just take it with your hands and just throw it in there, and one last time say, I forgive. And take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. And reconnecting with the light, your source, your white light. And fill again your body now with that light. And feel like there's more space, more lightness in your body and in your aura field. And feel the space within you now as you have let go of anything you have been holding on to, the residues from the past of this lifetime and past lifetimes. Feel it now in your body, and especially if you feel like there's an area in your body where you feel it so strongly, put your hand there and just say, yes, I accept this new space. I accept that light. Wonderful. And then bring your hands together. Move your warm hands. Make the movement. Bring them in front of your eyes. Open your eyes and let go of your hands. And now turn to somebody around you and say to that person who is part of the unified field of humanity. Perhaps there is somebody that you still need to forgive. Perhaps you have now forgiven yourself, but let's see that other person is perhaps your mother or your father or your child or your teacher. Somebody. Look at them right now. Look in their eyes right now. You can even hold their hands. And the other person doesn't need to know who that other person represents for you. And just say, knowing that this person is representing the one you need to forgive. And I know some of you have a hard time with that, but just say then, I'm willing to forgive. So look in their eyes and say, I forgive you. I forgive you. Mean it from your heart. I forgive you. And then give each other a big hug. Wonderful. Thank you. So thank you for clearing the karma for each other. And this is a very simple exercise. And I hope this will be helpful for you when you are going to the next level in yourself. And just keep forgiving and keep clearing the karma. Thank you.
Thank you, Marie.